Here we want to find the sum of sine square of 5, sine square of 10 degree, sine square of 15 degree, and this goes on until sine square of 85 degree, and the last term is sine square of 90. To solve this problem, we take the complementary pairs of angles, such as 5 and 85, or 10 and 80, or 15 and 75. And there are other pair of complementary angle in this uh, relationship also. Now we use the identity from trigonometry that sine of 90 minus theta is equal to cosine of theta. So that's one relationship that helps us to simplify the above relationship, and the other one is the sine square of theta plus cosine square of theta is 1. So in this case, we can write sine of 90 minus 5 degree, as an example, equal to cosine of 5. So sine of 85 and cosine of 5 degree are the same. Sine of 90 minus 10 is equal to cosine of 10. And we can write these pairs of relationship from the above summation. So therefore, sine square of 5 degree and sine square of 85 degree would be equal to 1, because in this case sine of 85 is cosine of 5, and therefore once you square it, we end up with this identity. Sine square of 10 degree plus sine square of 80 degree is also 1. Sine square of 15 degree plus sine square of 75 is also 1. And likewise, we can write these relationship. Now, the pair of angle that we select out of the summation are the following: 5 degree and 85 10 degree and 80, 15 and 75, 20 and 70, 25 and 65, 30 and 60, 35 and 55, and finally 40 and 50. So from this summation we can find these 8 pair of complementary angles, and we can write this relationship which is equal to 1. So there are 8 such complementary angles, and this result into number 8. There are 2 pairs that we haven't considered. One pair is at the center, which is sine square of 45, and that is equal to a square root of 2 over 2 square, or 1 over 2. The term that is right in the middle. And the next term is the last term, sine square of 90 degree, which is 1. So this summation would be equal to 8 plus 1 over 2 plus 1. And that would be 9 and a half. So this summation S that we see here would result into 9 and a half.